what's going on down there, happy YouTubers? Marcelina here at casualgreens.com. We have another new episode for you guys. So today we're going to grow and propagate hydrangea the lazy ways. Stay tuned. If you have a beautiful hydrangea in your garden and you want to grow more of that hydrangea, here is how you do it. Now, to propagate hydrangea cuttings is very easy, and I will show you to you guys. So if you have a cutting like this in the node, you just cut closer to the node and then remove the leaves. Like that, and then cut the tip. You keep two leaves cut in half, and you can cut here or cut here. Now I cut in closer to the node because this is the concentration of hormone auxin is going to work on in that area. Now this is just the beginning. To root faster, you need hormone. Now I use the Clonix gel rooting hormone because it's very effective ingredients, and it seal the cutting and also protecting the cutting from fungus. So what you do, just stick it in the Clonix gel and sit for a few seconds. This is going to allow this stem to absorb that chemical. Now here is the lazy ways. Now, if you want a successful propagation and root faster, the best way is using the Propagation, and I call it the lazy way because you don't have to do anything. So what you do, have your cutting, stick in the knit cup, insert the knit cup, and place back to the fog machine. That is the easiest method of propagation that you can be successful in all of your propagation. Whether you propagate the hardwood, sapwood, or vegetative, like what we have here. This is in a vegetative stage, and this is going to grow faster because what it does, as you can see that, the fog is going to distribute to that cutting, so the cutting can start developing callusing. Then callusing will develop into a real root system. Now, if you guys need a fog machine, I will link the video, link the description below this video. Just check the link. We had a fog machine, that's smaller machine that you might try one. Okay, so I know you guys, you want a result. So let's get back to the other side. Alright, so these are the result of my propagation. As you can see from this hydrangea, and it's a little bit need help. You can see it's yellowing a little bit. So I'm going to fertilize this hydrangea 20-20-20 to keep this going. But it's already blooming from this. Look at that. So I have my one plant and then have another extra plant. And this one here, it's already flowering. This is also a hydrangea that I propagated in Propagation, and also this one. So I had tons of hydrangeas in my backyard, and most of them from the parent plant. Now, Propagation system is easy because you don't have to do anything, and you just take your cuttings, plug it in, and then leave it. Within few weeks, you already see callusing, and I'm going to show you later on in this video and what was going on of our propagation down there. So in Propagation, you can propagate hydrangea, wood hydrangea like this, or you can propagate sapwood cutting. Sapwood is easy because it propagates well and also it root faster, but you have to make sure that the propagator you use has to be a good propagator like Propagation, because you don't want the sapwood cutting to wilt fast. And so let's look at this one here, and this is already 1 month. Look at that. The root, the root here is already spreading, and it's so cute. It's so cute of the plant. Oops, I'm sorry. I will take care of you, all right? So that's is the easy way to propagate tons of hydrangea. So let's check our pagpanics on what is going on down there. All right, so now let me give you an update about propagation. Pagpanics rooting time, depending on the type of plants, will be like a week or 2 weeks. If it is woody, it takes a little bit longer. Maybe you will get like 14 days, or maybe, you know, close to a month if it is hardwood. If it is softwood, then you will have root right away. So this one here, I'm going to give you an update. This one here, we just propagated that, so we don't have root right now. And as you can see, it's an adventitious root, so it's still developing. So this is more than a week, like 12 days of propagation, and you can see it's rooting. Now this one here, this is already a month. I just keep it in here. This is how it looks like, and you can see. Let me show you the entire stem. What a small stem, but hey, you're propagating for free. So this is how it looked like. So I cut the tip, and then it grows by itself. And I cut the half. You don't need too much leaves when you do your cutting, because you don't want to focus on that leaves. So just cut maybe a little bit to photosynthesize and helping the cutting to start rooting. Now you don't get this amount or massive root system if you don't use rooting hormone. This is why it is important to use a rooting hormone to speed up the rooting and also to give you massive root system. Now some of the people, they're using like cinnamon or aloe vera, might help, but it is not the same as the chemical or other synthetic chemicals that you use. So I use Plumix gel because I found it more effective. I had been using a lot of hormones besides Plumix, and I stick to the Plumix gel because I found more success in my propagation. So as you can see, look at this one here. The root is is up to close to that. You know, the thing of other technique of propagation, you know what is very interesting when you propagate? If you scrape like just scrape it, you're disturbing the tissue, and the plant is trying to compensate by healing the wounded area. So this is why they're producing root. But if you have too much leaves, you don't get as much root in your cutting. So this is why you have to cut majority of the leaves in order for you to get the rooting. So this is 1 month. So in pagpanics, in the first week of cutting, you will see callousing. So that is the new developed root. Now after 1 week, maybe like 12 days to 14 days, you see a new developed shoot, maybe like an inch. Then after that, it continues to grow until it's ready for transplant. So when I do my propagation, my pagpanics, I leave it there for a month, like this one here, and then after that I transfer. Now it's almost like the same thing here, like my hibiscus. So I will show you again, guys, on how to propagate hibiscus. So like this one here, this is already 1 month, and this is how beautiful pagpanics propagation methods. So I called it the lazy way because again, you don't have to do anything. You just stick the cutting and voila, produce roots for you. So now what you gonna do with this after you root the cuttings, because it needs vitamins. There is no vitamins in there. So what we have to do, we're going to take care of this flower so it gives us beautiful bloom. So let's do it. So I'm going to plant this little hydrangea in this pot, and if you just propagated your hydrangea, don't put it in a bigger container. And this is too small. We want to make it bigger before we transfer, so I'm using this 4-inch pot. Now I wet this Swillis media and I will fill in the pot. I'm going to mount the swillis so it is easy for the root to sit on, and then I just spread it here. So I'm just using my bare hand, guys. It's hard to work with your gloves on. So just like that. And then I'm going to fertilize this with 20-20-20 so it can have a good start. So I mix a low strength, and I'm going to water my little hydrangea, and you're gonna be so beautiful. So that's how you get a lot of hydrangea, guys, and fill in your backyard. So next video I'm going to show you guys how to propagate a climbing hydrangea for free. Hydrangea is so expensive, guys, and you are talking about like $50 for a 3-gallon or 5-gallon container, and that's a lot. So if you want to grow tons of hydrangea, just look at your garden, and if you have the beautiful hydrangea that you like to grow more, propagate that, you know, and fill in your yard. So these are all my hydrangea, and I have tons of hydrangea around the backyard because I love them. And you know, hydrangea is another cultivar like roses that I love cultivating. So I'm going to put this aside away from the sun. So this is the other requirement after your propagation. Place it in an area where there is no sunshine. Then after 3 days, you gradually introduce the sun, and then that's it. That's the way how you grow hydrangea. Now hydrangea prefers slightly acidic soil, like growing citrus. So you can either use the soil acidifier, and then, or you can use vinegar and just water your plant, your hydrangea, like you normally do in your plants in the garden. Now hydrangea, even if you give it a little bit higher, little bit more acid to it, it doesn't affect to the plant. That's a good thing. So it can tolerate whether if it is alkaline or if it is acidic. The only thing that you can distinguish if the hydrangea is getting high, you know, alkaline, if the flower turns, you know, pink. And I think that is the natural way to detect the soil if the soil is alkaline side. Okay, guys, so this is for now. If you need hydrangea, check the link below description or visit cashyourgains.com. And this is it. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like the video, give thumbs up and share it with all your friends. See you next time. Marcelina at cashyourgains.com. Peace out.